Okay, so welcome everybody. It's very nice to have you here. This is the webinar of Eötvös Loránd University Faculty of Humanities. My name is Tekla Gál, and I am the head of the Department of International Affairs, which is actually our faculty international office. Let's welcome my colleagues here. You can see Katalin Szabó. Katalin is one of our international coordinators, and she will give you some presentation about our study programs. And you can also meet here Maria, who is one of our students, and Maria will also just give you a short presentation and talk about her experiences as an international student at Faculty of Humanities. We also have two more colleagues here in the background, Anna and Rezső. Anna is our international admission coordinator, and she will answer your questions in the chat box. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to write a chat and Anna a question, and Anna will answer it. And I can also welcome Rezső, who is our faculty Stipendium Hungaricum coordinator. So if you have any questions regarding this scholarship program, Rezső will answer questions. Okay, so let's start with our program. This is our agenda for today. In the box above, you can see just a few contact points of our faculty, and in the agenda, you can see our program. First of all, I will just present our faculty very shortly to you. After it, Kati will have a presentation about our study programs. As the third presentation, I will give you some information about our faculty services for international students, support and well-being, about admission procedures, requirements, and deadlines. And as I already mentioned, at the end, Maria, we will have a short talk with Maria about her experiences. Now, before we start with our presentation, I would like to show you our faculty film. So this is a very short image film. Let's have a look at it. How does our Faculty of Humanity look like? And a few pictures about Budapest.
I stay in Budapest and all Hungary goodbye to wish you a lovely day.
Okay, so this was our short image film, and now just a minute, I will just go back to my presentation. Is it okay, Kati? Can you just give me a sign if you can see? Perfect, perfect. Okay, so in this slide, okay, we just collected a few details and data about Hungary and Budapest. If you would like to just go through very quickly, what is the capital, what is our official language, the official currency, and so on and so on. So these are some information about our country. Eötvös Loránd University Faculty of Humanities was founded 1635, and this is the oldest faculty of our university. Our faculty was founded by Péter Pázmány, Cardinal of Esztergom, and actually was originally launched as a Jesuit university consisting of a humanities and a theology faculty. But of course, the university went through many changes in the coming centuries. One has remained, of course, that our university and our faculty remained, and it has been the leading university of Hungary. Our faculty has 18 institutes and more than 7,000 students. So this is really one of the biggest faculties of Hungary. As I already mentioned, we are absolutely first for 10 years in the nationwide rankings. We have more than 7,000 students. About 10% of our students are international students, so we are indeed an international faculty. We have 18 institutes and 71 departments. And just give you some more numbers very quickly: 48 BA programs, 62 MA programs. We have teacher training programs, 75 PhD programs, and actually we are the second in the world regarding languages. We teach 70 languages and cultures at our faculty, so this is really a big number. And of course, we have excellent academic staff and a large foreign student community. As every faculty, our faculty has also a dean. This is Dr. Dávid Bartus, and we have 8 vice deans: vice dean for general affairs, education, research and academic affairs, and international affairs. So Dr. Ildikó Horváth is our vice dean for international affairs. If you are going to be one of our international students, you will meet her very often. Here we just collected all institutes of our faculty. I won't read it. As you can see, we have a wide range of institutes. Let's say just common ones like School of English and American Studies, but we have, for example, Institute of Slavonic and Baltic Philology, or we have an Institute of Ethnography and Folklore, or Romance Studies, East Asian Studies, Oriental Studies, and so on. So we have quite a lot of institutes. Of course, we are not only the biggest and one of the oldest faculty of our university, but we have actually one of the most beautiful campus of our university, which is situated in the city center. Our campus is called Trafford Garden, and we are really in the center of the city. So if you would like to be part of Budapest, I think it is the best place to be our student, because you can reach actually all beautiful points of the city. Let's just show you a few pictures. This is our parliament, the Chain Bridge, the castle area, and the Hero Square. So actually you can reach all these beautiful points of the city, places of the city, quite quickly. As I already mentioned, our faculty is indeed an international faculty. We have in every semester about 600 international students, full-time students, guest students from 35 different countries. And we have a very nice scholarship program. So we are also in the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship program, which means that we can welcome more than 100 new students every year. Actually, in every of our programs, here we just listed a few popular programs for Stipendium Hungaricum students. We welcome international students in our foundation course programs and also, of course, in our full-time tuition-based programs, bachelor, master, and doctoral programs. But later on, my colleague Katalin will tell you more details about our scholarship programs. Not scholarship, sorry, about our study programs. Yes. Okay, so we have also listed all our international programs here. So if you want to just choose one of them, I won't read all the BA programs now, but as you can see, we have actually quite a lot of language and culture programs at the BA level, and we have a new undergraduate program now, starting from September. This is the Motion Pictures BA with the track of film and television directing. Very interesting and exciting. And we have more MA programs, graduate programs for our international students. Not only language programs. Here you can see already let's say communication media studies or Assyriology, American studies, film studies MA, Indology, logic and theory of science, and more interesting programs. Philosophy MA, semiotics, and further programs. So I think that we can offer you a wide range of international study programs. But as I told you, Katalin will tell you more in details, and we have also two brand new MA programs from September, and these are Archaeology MA and Communication and Media Studies MA. So if you are interested in these programs, don't hesitate to apply for these very interesting programs, I can tell you. Okay. And of course, if you've already finished your MA programs and you would like to go on with your studies and you would like to be one of our doctoral students, we have 4 excellent doctoral schools: literary studies, linguistics, history, and philosophy. So as you can see, we offer you from the preparatory level until the doctoral level actually a wide range of possibilities and programs. Okay. Of course, our faculty is also very active in several university networks, in the Coimbra Group, Utrecht network, and we are also active in the Charm EU program, which is at the moment one of the most important international projects and programs of our university. Now, I would just very quickly recommend you to visit our homepage. We organize for our prospective students and new students faculty online open day. It was actually on the 24th of March this year, but of course we recorded every presentation and every information and open hours for you. So if you have a look at this slide, you can see here the open day link, and also you can see here the link to the online courses. I can just show you actually about the program. So in the morning session, we had some important informative presentations about our study programs, about applying to the university, about finance and funding services and support and well-being. And in the morning sessions, you could also meet a few international students, and there was also a short conversation and talk with them. And we have recorded them. So if you just visit our homepage, you can see here all these presentations and have a look at them again. These are actually also working as tutorial videos. And in the so-called afternoon session, we have collected for you a lot of online classes and program information events. So if you just click here, you can find these informations, but at the moment, I don't know, somehow it doesn't change. Okay, sorry.
Good now.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see here actually quite a lot of open online classes and program information, short films, recorded conversations, open lessons, and so on and so on. So I think it's worth visiting these pages, and I'm sure that you will find a lot of very important information there. So I would say I just finished my presentation here at the moment. These are actually our email addresses. One of the most important email address if you are a prospective new student, but we will show you this also later. And now I will give the floor to Katalin, who is going to show you and share with you some important information about our study programs. Kati, you can share your screen, okay, and turn your microphone on.
Hello everyone, I am Katalin Szabó. I also work at the Office of International Affairs at the Faculty of Humanities, and I am in charge for the self-paying students for the BA and MA programs. So most probably if you apply and you are accepted as a student for our BA or MA program, we are going to meet in September. In this little presentation, I would like to guide you which programs to choose and how to find more information on our website and on our websites actually, not just the faculty website, but also ELTE's website and the application surface. So I just would like to give you a picture about all programs which are available at the Faculty of Humanities. Okay, so which program to choose? Firstly, I would just show you the structure of our study programs at the faculty. So you can start your studies from the foundation programs, which are mostly very intensive language preparatory programs, and they can prepare you for your later university studies. Then you can continue your studies with the BA or undergraduate programs. And then you can continue with the MA or the master graduate programs. And if you are still eager to study, of course, you can choose one of our PhD programs. These are postgraduate programs. So it should be like a lot of studying and a long period of studying. But yeah, if you are really devoted, then you can learn a lot and you can have a nice education all at our faculty. Let's start with our foundation programs. So we have three kinds of foundation programs, English, Hungarian, and German language. So as I told, they are very intensive language development programs, and these prepare students for further university studies, either at ELTE or any other institutes in Hungary or anywhere else in the world. Basically, these programs are 2 semesters long, and each program ends with a language exam in June or in December, and you can get a certificate of this language exam and of fulfilling the program if, of course, if you pass the language exam. Actually, in the case of English and Hungarian programs, if you achieve a very good score at the end of the language exam, it means that you can enter our BA programs at the same language, like the English BA and the Hungarian BA program. So it's a good opportunity actually to enter our system, and then you can continue with the exact university studies of the BA program. So when you enter the BA program, then you can choose a lot of language programs, as Tekla also showed it in her presentation, and the new area, which is the motion picture studies. So all of our programs are really high quality education programs. It's absolutely multi-language environment because we have a lot of international students, and our international students have courses together with the Hungarian students. So it is a possibility to get more familiar with the culture of the local people. These BA programs are usually 6 semesters long, and you have to achieve 180 credits to get your diploma or degree certificate at the end of your studies. When you complete the BA program, you can either enter to any of the master programs, or if you don't want to continue your studies, you can enter to the job market and then start working. All of our language programs actually have very good career opportunities because they prepare you at a very high level of language, of all literature, culture, and linguistic education. And then with this one, you can either start working at a multinational company, or you can be a translator or interpreter, or you can go to any companies which can deal with tourism, cultural issues, international issues. So, or it's also possible to go to any companies and be at the area of human resourcing. So it is a wide range of career opportunities, and our motion picture studies, it can also prepare you for the film studies MA if you want to continue and be more professional in this area. But it can also give you a good introduction to the films editing, and how to use cameras, how to make a short film, a longer film, all these perspectives. When you finish the BA program and decide on studying further, then you can enter in MA or graduate program at our faculty. These are also available as languages, language programs. Our new program is the archaeology. It's a very exciting program because it contains a lot of field practice and practical courses. We also have film studies and communication studies, and logic and theory, philosophy studies, and semiotics. So these are all very interesting and exciting areas of studies, depending on which you are interested in. And all of our MA programs are intended to have wider education on the specific areas of the studies after the BA. They give you more opportunity to be in smaller groups, to discuss more, and to be more professional in one-on-one areas which you would like to study about. And also these MA programs can give you more practical insight and practical training than the BA programs. So it's also a multi-language environment because Hungarian and international students are together, and it takes 4 semesters to complete an MA study, and you have to achieve 120 credits to have your diploma and graduate from the MA program. If you still want to continue your studies, of course, you can enter to our PhD programs, but for this one, you really need to have a good GPA. Or if you decide on finishing your studies, then you can enter to the job market. Actually, the MA programs, since they give you just further further knowledge about one area or more specific areas of your studies, so they qualify you to have like more serious or significant positions at companies. So the areas like the same when I just mentioned the career opportunities in the case of BAs, but with an MA qualification, you can enter specific areas, And of course, the MA program also give you very, very thorough insight into the research, how to research some issues. So if you want to have a PhD degree after all, then you can use this research knowledge and you can bring it further with the PhD studies. Then when you want to choose a PhD program, then you have to check the 4 areas: the history, philosophy, linguistics, or the literary studies. Within these 4 PhD schools, you can find several programs. So you have to check which one you are interested in and which one you can enter with your MA qualification. It's also very high quality education and more practice and research during the PhD program. It's also very multi-language environment because it's also full of international students. So you can study, research, and teach all together during the PhD studies. You can find further information about the PhD studies on this website, which is mentioned here at the bottom of my slide. And you can contact the office, the PhD office of our faculty to have more information on the programs. Now, your main help of choosing the programs and checking the details of our programs can be our faculty website, which can be reached via this link, which is on this slide. So if you go to the website, you can check everything because you can see a lot of information there. But as a prospective student, there are 2 menu points which can be really interesting for you. The first one is the prospective students menu, and the second one is the education menu. So if you go to the prospective students menu, then you can reach it at the top of the site, and then you can see a lot of different menu points here also regarding all study information for our programs. So let's see just more details about this menu. So at the upper part with this red line, you can find information about the university, the faculty, and you can even reach a virtual campus tour, which shows our beautiful Trafford Garden and also like which buildings we have, and it can give you just a insight of our everyday life, of course, when we don't have the pandemic. In the boxes under these menus, you can find information about our study programs. They are grouped according to the field of studies, and you can also find some other important relevant information of the studies, like questions about finances and tuition fees, application guide actually, and many practical info which are really important if you want to live here and you want to be part of our university community. So these are also aspects which can just help you to choose any of the programs. If you click on the first box in the prospective students menu, you can see the different fields of our studies, like English studies and all English-related study programs, Hungarian studies, media and art studies, and you can see the list of our graduate schools, and all our other language and culture programs are listed in a different menu point, and there is also one box for the PhD programs. We had earlier this semester webinar about the English studies and the English language programs. So you can also gain information about this on our website, on as Tekla mentioned, in the faculty open day. And of course, our other programs are also very popular, as other language programs and the film studies and the communication and our new program of the archaeology. So please just browse these programs, and if you are interested in any, just read about it, check all the details regarding the program, and then if you have any questions, just contact us, and really hope that many of you can join us to study at our university. If you just enter one of these categories, which were mentioned in the boxes, you can find all the programs listed there from the preparatory level until the end cycle, like the PhD studies. So they are listed under each other. If you click on any of the programs, it will bring you to the page where you can do the application. It also details career opportunities, entry requirements, and all the necessary information for your admission. So you can check either this page to be more interested with the programs, and then you can also check the menu point of the education. So if you go to our webpage and choose the education menu, you can find all our programs, and these are the places, or these are the menu points where you can find also the study unit list of your programs or the interested program. So detailed program information, the study unit list, and other useful study-related issues can be found on this menu. So if you go to any of the programs like Bachelor, Master, or the Foundation, you will find the list of the programs, and if you click on the list or any of the program, you will see the detailed, like a little information about the program, what it contains, what the prospects, and what the requirements to complete the program, and the study unit list. I think it's really important to check also this one, because actually this will be the content of your program. So if you want to study here, then you have to follow these study unit lists when you enter the program. So I would just like to show you this. For example, this is the study unit list for the English and American Studies BA program, but most of the study unit lists look like this one. So all your subjects, future subjects, are listed on this one, together with the credit numbers, the type of the courses, and you can check them in different modules and specializations. You can also find some prerequisites in the programs. Some of the program has, some of the program doesn't have prerequisites. It means that it shows you actually how, in which order you have to complete the courses. So if one course has a prerequisite, then you have to complete another before completing the chosen one. So we have strong and weak prerequisites. It's just to show you these programs are kind of complex, and you have to be careful and really be aware of the order and chronological order how you complete the program with all the subjects. We have a so-called Neptun system as a study system, so it records everything related to your studies. This is a platform, if you are admitted to our program, to just manage everything regarding your program, like course registrations, exam registrations, grades are entered here, and your official papers are uploaded, like the confirmation of payments and so on. So you are going to be familiar with the system when you enter your studies at ELTE. When you also have to start your studies, you have to be always aware of our course registration periods. So just I listed all the periods here just to see how our system works and how you have to prepare for your studies if you would like to apply here. So you have to activate your semester, and we have actually 3 steps or 3 periods when you have to apply for your courses. Sometimes it makes life easier, and sometimes you have to be very, very aware of these periods and when to apply for what. It's also very useful to consult our academic calendar. It's also available on the faculty website, so it can show you how a semester looks like, what deadlines you have to be taking care, and just see that what important information, what important events we have during the semester. Don't forget to talk about the fees and finances. If you enter as a self-paying student, you have to pay your tuition fee. If you are a scholarship holder student, there can also be other relevant fees, like for sport courses or your flat or your accommodation, or late registrations, or third or more registration for one course, or other service fees. You can check all of these fees also on our website. So everything is listed under the fees and finances menu. So please check it, and you also have to calculate with these fees when you want to enter our program. There's also a question which specialization or track to choose during your studies. So if you would like to plan your study program and how to enter or which program you enter, check your curriculum, the study unit list, and then most of the BA programs have specializations or tracks, and so you have to be aware of these. These can also be points which can help you to choose which program you like. Basically, the specializations or the tracks are 50 credits, and you can also choose a minor program for 50 credits to complete from the 180. For a BA program, you have to choose your specialization either after your first semester, in the case of English and American studies, and in other studies, it's after the first year, so before the third semester. And then from your second year of studies, then you can be more specialized with some of the areas within your program. If you enter to our MA programs, the specializations should be decided before starting your studies. So that's why it is important to check the study unit list, because it contains all the specialization opportunities. So you have to choose your specialization before you start your studies with our faculty. So when to choose, so when you apply, then during the application or right after the admission, you have to inform your coordinator which specialization you would like to choose. Okay, and how you should graduate. So either for the BA and the MA, the general steps are these, which are listed here. So first, you have to complete the required number of credits. So it's 180 in the BA program and 120 in the case of MA programs. It's very important to emphasize the required number should be the necessary courses from your course units list, because of course this is the content of your program. Then when you completed all the credits, you have to submit the thesis and then pass the final examinations and the thesis defense, and then you have to get your diploma after it. Just some words about university life. We have when we don't have the pandemic, of course, we have a wide range of selection of our academic and free time programs also. There are many peer programs, either organized by international or Hungarian students, sports opportunities, info sessions, intercultural trainings. We have been going on with this for 2 years now. Coaching program. We have a wonderful English language coach at our faculty. We have individual counseling to help your study issues, psychological counseling if you have any programs relating your personal life or any problems living here in Hungary. And we also have exchange programs, which means that you can go to other universities in Europe during your studies for a half or 2 semesters, half a year or 2 semester long. And this can be part of your studies. But it's important to say that these exchange programs are available only for the self-paying students, not for the stipendium scholarship holders. Okay. My last slide actually is about the newsletters. So we have started this service this January. So we provide with international newsletters to our students, which contain related news for a month, up-to-date information about programs, about conferences, and all study-related issues, and also some free time recommendations, free time program recommendations. So you can check our earlier newsletters on the website. We have an archive for these. So I really hope that I could help with this little presentation to orient you towards our programs. So if you have any questions regarding anything, just write it into the chat. And you can also find us at our email availabilities. So I wish you a good browsing, and I really hope to see many of you in September.
Thank you, Kati, for this very informative and detailful presentation. So now you receive quite a lot of information about our study programs, about the structure of our programs, and more information. If you couldn't remember all the information, never mind, and don't worry. After you will be admitted to our university, we always organize an orientation week for our new students, and your coordinators, student coordinators will give you a lot of presentations, group coaching, group information events, and also individual office hours for you. So you are going to be supported at the beginning of your studies, so that you can start your studies properly. Okay, now in the last session of our webinar, I'm going to share you some information about our services and the application procedures. And after it, we are going to have a short talk with Maria. Okay, now we are going to tell you some information about how we can support you besides our study programs. I already mentioned our faculty open day for prospective students. Once again, here the slide and here the links. I would recommend you do not hesitate and visit these pages and get a lot of live information, so to say, and up-to-date information, not only from my colleagues from the Department of International Affairs, but also from our institutes, from our lecturers, and from our students. Okay, this is also one repetition slide, so to say, but also Kati showed you about our study programs. So here you can choose and browse the possibilities of our study programs. Here I will show you some information and the contact of our Department of International Affairs. So here we can find actually our address and email addresses where you can find us. Of course, when there is no pandemic, at the moment we are also working online, but we do very hope that from September we are going to be again in present support, so to say, and our offices will be open for you. So how can we be of your assistance? We are a professionally trained advising staff. We help students understand, overcome difficulties throughout their entire stay in Hungary, admission, registration, immigration issues, and so on and so on. We provide you knowledgeable, practical, and empathetic advice. Our specialty is that we go really extra miles to help you and help our students. So we really do every effort to support our students in every cases. We are actually accessible live, of course, present in the campus when there is no pandemic, at the moment by email or by Microsoft Teams. So actually there is the possibility to have office hours with our coordinators, but unfortunately only online at the moment. As I already said, our goal is really to provide support to international students so that they may reach their educational goals, feel safe in Hungary and Budapest, and comfortable during their stay. As I already told you at the beginning of our session, my name is Tekla Gál, and I'm head of the department. We have deputy head of department, Dr. Attila Starcevic. He is also coordinator for foundation programs and admission. And here you can see Anna Józsefko, Miss Anna Józsefko, who is our international admission coordinator at the moment. I would say the most important colleague from our office for you. So under this email address, you can reach her, and Anna will answer all questions and will give you all information about the application and admission procedure. And she's the one who is going to go through with you through the admission procedure and application procedure. Katalin, you already met. Kati is one of our international coordinators, and Rezsé Jarmalov is our student coordinator for Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship students. And Dr. Attila Starcevic and Dora Szabó, my colleagues, are coordinators for our foundation students. So you can see that we are really prepared for you and for our new students, and we do really every effort to support our new students at the beginning and also through their studies and also at the end of their studies. And these are some of our goals and services, what we do, how we support our international students. Besides study support, so to say, we have also wide-ranging services and communities. As I already mentioned, we organize a so-called orientation week, welcome week for our new students. It is always 1 week before the tuition starts. So you will have enough time, first of all, to register and enroll and to get all information you need, start your studies, course registration, and so on and so on. There is also a good working student mentor system at our faculty. So when you apply for one of our programs and you are going to be admitted, you receive a welcome information orientation letter from us. And in this Later, you are going to get all information about our student mentor system, how you can apply for a student mentor. This is what I really recommend you to apply for a student mentor, because I think it's very useful, especially at the beginning, to have, so to say, a student fellow who can support you and you can ask with every questions you can't answer at the beginning in a foreign country. We have also a so-called ESN organization. Actually, this is originally for Erasmus students, but not only. And this network is organizing quite a lot of community and cultural programs for international students. ELTE and our faculty has a huge university library network. We have quite a lot of libraries at our faculty. There was a main faculty library and a lot of smaller special institute libraries. So if you come and study at our faculty, you are going to have really a lot of possibilities to use libraries. Many university sports facilities and possibilities. We have also a housing service, which means that there are some university dormitories where you can apply for a place. So after admission, you will receive also information about housing and dormitory possibilities. Don't forget that you have to apply for a dormitory place, and of course, as usual, and as every university, actually all over the world, there are only limited places in the dormitories. If you don't get a dormitory room, so to say, then you can ask our housing office for assistance, and they will do every effort to help you and support you in finding a room or a flat in Budapest. We have Hungarian language course possibilities, summer universities, also in Hungarian language, but in other thematic topics, so to say. So it is also worth just having a look at the program of our summer universities. Life management counseling, career counseling, disability center. Our international office gives you any support regarding your visa, which means actually that we provide all official documents and papers, so to say, for you, so that you can apply for a visa if you come from a country where a visa is necessary. We have a alignment system and environmental consciousness programs. Sorry, okay. Somehow my slides are just appearing not as quick as I wanted. As I mentioned, we have Hungarian language courses organized by the Center International Office of our university. If you come to Hungary and if you are going to be one of our students, even if you don't study at Hungarian language or you study in English or in any other foreign language, I think it's worth just participating Hungarian language courses and learn our not typical and not very easy language, a few words at least, so that you can understand what people are talking in the streets and so on and so on. On the other hand, I think that even elder generation, but younger generation speaks good English or other foreign languages, so you won't have, I think, any difficulties with that Hungarian, but I think it's worth learning a few words about our language. As Kati also mentioned, we have also a life management supports program. This is called the HELP program. It is quite a new program. Is working actually. It's been working for 2 years, and I think it's one of our most important support programs, which means that there is a big network, members of lecturers and teachers from every institute, student mentors, psychologists, coaches, so experts who really help our international students and of course Hungarian students as well, national students as well, if they have difficulties with their studies. We totally understand that it's not easy to come into another country. We totally know that there occur some difficulties, which is absolutely understandable, that one cannot escape easily. So this is why we really built up a good support service. And if our students feel that they need help and support, they have a lot of possibilities, even in the institutes, among students, fellows, or our other support service possibilities. In connection with our help program, we assist you along the way by supporting you. We offer you and provide you individual coaching, learning support, or individual counseling. We have a new coaching program at the moment. We offer you, as I already mentioned, individual coachings for international students in the topics improvement support or goal setting, action plan making, stress coping techniques. I think these are really important and helpful, especially these days. And if you feel like that you would like to be in a group with other fellow students, you can ask for a group coaching possibility, and in connection or regarding this group coaching possibilities, you can find also quite a lot of interesting topics: energy level, strengths, inner resources, also stress coping, or to find my assertive self. So these possibilities, coaching possibilities and support actions are all free. So we really encourage you to use these possibilities. And we also organize in every semester international, intercultural workshops. Here now at this side, I just collected one of our just now running workshop and course with the title Transitions, Communication, Wellbeing, being an international student online. So as you can see, we have 4 workshop so this workshop consists of 4 seminars, so to say, or workshops, and this is also free for our international and national students. Okay, now we also have a faculty disability coordinator, which is important for those students who need this, and here are the details and contacts, how you can find them. Okay, now in the second part and last part of my presentation, I would recommend you to have a look at our admission and application procedures. As we already mentioned, we are an internationally recognized university and faculty. Our university programs are accredited by the Hungarian Accreditation Committee. We have transferable courses credits in all countries in the European Union. And as I already mentioned, no Hungarian is required, only in those programs, of course, which are related to Hungarian language and culture. We have training cycles in bachelor, master, and PhD programs. I don't want to repeat it. Katalin already told all important information you. We have several course types, lectures, seminars, field practices, teacher trainings, and also consultations, individual consultations. We use the so-called ECTS and grading. 1 credit, 1 ECTS means 30 study hours, and usually you have to collect 30 credits in 1 semester. And these are this is the grade system in Hungary from 1 to 5. It's also worth remembering this. Okay, and we have actually a quite easy academic calendar from September until end of January. This is always the autumn semester, and from February until end of June, this is the spring semester, so to say, and July and August you can have your summer holiday. But Katarina also told you more information about this. Okay, now some words and thoughts about the application, procedures and deadline. Our application period is from the beginning of February, end of June. We have 2 periods from February until middle of April, which is actually now. So we have now the end of our first application period, and from middle of April until end of June, we have our second application period. We really recommend you to apply as soon as possible. So if you decided and you have interest in one of our programs and you decided that you would like to apply for one of our programs, I would recommend you apply as soon as possible, because there is possibility to upload later extra documents, but it's important that you start with your application procedures. After your application, you will have entrance exams, which are usually in April, May, and June. And the enrollment and registration period after you have been admitted is end of August, beginning of September. Okay. As Katalin also mentioned, our programs are tuition fee based. Kati, can you see my slide? Yes. Okay. Tuition fee. Okay. Somehow the system is a little bit slow at the moment. So our programs, preparatory and degree programs, are tuition fee based, and here you can find all information about tuition fees at our homepage and also at the DreamApply application platform. Here I made just a picture of our homepage. Here are actually our tuition fees you can find in all details. Now, what to do if you have already decided that you would like to apply? First of all, of course, you have to select your degree programs. Here is the homepage link where you can find all our programs, also at our faculty homepage, but also at our center university homepage. So first of all, of course, please find and select degree program or degree programs. Then please read really all details about the program. We have really tried to collect all necessary and important information for you about facts and figures, program structure, career possibilities, about the admission procedure, and of course necessary contacts. So please do not miss to read all important information, necessary information. After you had all information, you have read all necessary information. Of course, it can happen that you have questions. Please do not hesitate to contact us. My colleague Anna is always here for you and will answer your questions per email if you have any. Now, when you have decided and you have chosen the degree programs, you have nothing to do but submit your online application, which is at our online application platform. Please note that we do not accept applications in any other way, only in our application platform. We have a selection and entrance exam procedure, which are based on the submitted documents. And in most programs, actually in every programs, we have an entrance exam. Entrance exam is online and organized by our faculty. And after your admission or application, after you have submitted your application, you will get all information about the entrance exam from Anna. We have, of course, entry requirements. This is the list. You can find also, of course, at the application platform, at the DreamApply platform, so to say, but also listed here the most important and necessary documents you need for your application. So without these documents, we cannot evaluate your application. And as I already mentioned, we have two periods. The first period is until the 15th of April, and we are going to start the second period, and this is until the end of June. Now, as I mentioned, the entrance exam, the oral entrance exam, the online oral entrance exam is one of the most important parts of your admission procedure, so to say. This is when you are going to meet one of our teachers online, and you are going to have a short 15-20 minutes conversation about the program requirements and about your formal studies. We have also a written entrance exam in case of English or intensive Hungarian foundation programs. After the entrance exam, we are going to get the results of your entrance exam, and according to this and on the base of the results, there is going to be a decision whether you are going to be admitted or not. If you are going to be admitted or accepted, so to say, you are going to receive from us an official letter of acceptance, your first information letter or welcome letter, and if you have paid the tuition fee, you are going to receive a notification of payment from us. Please note that it is very important that if you come from a country where a visa is required to Hungary, you have to pay your tuition fee after you received your letter of acceptance, because for the visa admission procedure, you have to hand in the official notification of payment of our university, and it takes time. So we really recommend you to pay your tuition fee right after you received your letter of acceptance, so that you can start organizing your visa procedure. And if you have more questions, never mind, and do not hesitate to contact us. First of all, I would recommend you to visit our Open Day homepage and have a look at our tutorial video, which is about applying to the university. So there you can find more details and more information. And of course, as I already mentioned, you can write an email to my colleague Anna at this email. And sorry, here is a short mistake. Of course, at the end, I is not necessary. So after ELTE.hu. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention. And now I try to make the picture of Kati and Maria bigger. Let's say, yes, here. Okay, so Maria, Kati, can you just please turn on your microphones?
Yes, sure. Thank you, Tekla. So I can begin here, right?
Perfect. Let's do this.
So just hello, everyone, guys. Just a short introduction. My name is Maria and I come from Russia, and that's already my third year here on a bachelor program at ELTE, and I'm currently studying Germanic studies, specialized in the Netherlandistic studies, so it's Dutch studies. And I am more than happy that I chose this program, to be honest, because I'm very happy with my department. It's actually very small, and a small department has a lot of perks. has a lot of advantages. So I know every one of our professors personally. I can always come to them, ask for help. Yeah, also a lot of my fellow students, they're all my friends. Most of our students at the department are Hungarian, so we don't have a lot of international students at my department, but we do have so many international students at the Faculty of Humanities in general. And one of the best things about our institute, our faculty, I guess that's the campus, because as you have already mentioned, my colleagues have already mentioned, we have such a vibrant campus just in the middle, just in the center of the city. It is really beautiful, and we have a cafe which actually turns into a bar if you are feeling like a party after your classes. But yeah, of course, nowadays we are in the pandemic, but I hope that from the next year on, we're gonna get back to normal life, because Hungary is actually going very well with the vaccination. And yeah, the campus, I love the campus, the university itself, the Department of International Affairs, they're always ready to help when you're sending an email, for example, or if you are making a private appointment, then you will get the assistance pretty fast. Yeah, the guys are they're welcome to help every time, any questions you have. Also, I work as an international student ambassador at the university. So, for example, if you have any questions, you can go to the ELTE site and then find the section with the international student ambassadors, and find, for example, my email address or the email addresses of other students from our faculty. You can send an email asking any questions you like about the university, actually. Also, as Tekla mentioned, we have a mentor network operating at our university. And I also am working as a Stipendium Hungaricum mentor. So that's a very nice network which can help you as a newcoming student to get to know the university, how to be done with all the paperwork if you need a visa when you are coming to the country. So you should apply for the mentor assistant when you are enrolled to the university. And also, just a few words about Hungary itself, about Budapest. That's such a beautiful city, just in the heart of Europe. If you've never been to Europe, that's the perfect place to be, I guess, because yeah, Hungary is beautiful. People are super nice, and also the city it's historical, has a lot of nice places, has a lot of museums. If you're feeling like partying, there are a lot of bars, which Budapest is famous for. Also traveling opportunities, not only inside Hungary, because there are so many nice places inside Hungary, but outside Hungary as well. Normally, when there is no pandemic, you can travel for a very cheap price, basically everywhere, by bus, for example, around Hungary, and by plane going to France, Spain, wherever you want. So that's the perfect place to be, and Budapest is very affordable, by the way. So it's not like it's Europe, but still it's very affordable. So I totally recommend you to apply for our university, to the Faculty of Humanities. Just look through the bachelor, master's, PhD programs that we have, because as my colleagues already mentioned, we have around 70 languages taught at our faculty. So that's insane to think that at one university you can find so many languages, right?
Yeah.
And
Maria,
I guess, yeah.
Sorry, just one question. How did you, because it's very interesting, how did you decide to study Dutch language and culture? So how did you come to the idea?
Yeah, so I actually, before I came here to Hungary, I've spent 1 semester in Belgium, in the Dutch-speaking part of Belgium, and there I found that the language is very nice. And then I found the program here in Hungary when I was looking for scholarships. I found the scholarship opportunity of Stipendium Hungaricum, and then I found out that there is a Dutch department at ELTE, and I was really surprised, to be honest. but then it turned out just perfect.
Yeah, perfect. And now you are writing your thesis, as I heard from you.
Yeah, now I am being busy with my thesis, and I am writing my thesis in Dutch, which is actually crazy to imagine, because when I came here to the university, my level of language was 0. It's A0. And at the end of your studies, when it comes to studying languages at the Faculty of Humanities, you go to C1 level, several C1 levels, so you're actually able to write your thesis in the language of the program.
Fine. And may I ask, what are your plans after you've graduated? What can you do with your Dutch BA diploma, so to say? What are your plans?
So actually, there are a lot of job opportunities even here in Budapest, because there are a lot of international companies which are based here in Budapest, and they do need Dutch-speaking staff to assist Dutch-speaking part of the market. So all of the people who get a diploma by our faculty, by our department of Dutch studies, they don't have any problems with finding a job. But also you can, of course, go to the target countries. Say you can go to Belgium, Netherlands, because you have the language just on the C1 level. So you don't have any problems with the language itself, and the knowledge which you come, which you graduate with, is a high quality knowledge. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Just one more question. What do you usually do in your free time if there is no pandemic, of course? So how can you just enjoy the cultural life in Budapest? Just tell me a few words about it. Do you enjoy studying in a big European capital?
It is really vibrant. So, for example, if you are fond of studying in libraries, you can go to our main faculty library. It's very beautiful, so you can, for example, go study there. Or if you like the cafes, I like cafes myself, so I can go get a cup of coffee, sit on the terrace or inside of the cafe with my laptop, and then see a lot of also students studying there around me. And then you can have a picnic, you can go to a museum, also bars, clubs. There are so many things to do in Budapest, really, whatever you feel like. So if you're feeling like studying in a cafe, you go to a cafe. If you feel like going to a museum, go to a museum. So many things to do.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Maria.
Let's just mention that Budapest has become very international in the last 10 years, let's say, or 15, because you can find all instructions in English in the streets. And there are a lot of programs for tourists, and also I think even for us locals, it can be interesting to have walking tours in Budapest, and also some historical talks about buildings, the history of the inner city, because I could gain many important new facts about these buildings as a local.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as we mentioned, a lot of cafes, galleries, theaters, cinemas, cultural institutions, of course, a lot of parties normally, and we hope that from September we are going to enjoy these possibilities as well. Okay, thank you, Maria, for your being here, even in these very busy days. Thank you, Katalin, also for your participation and support. And of course, thank you, Ildiko, for organizing this webinar and this possibility. And now, I think we have to say goodbye. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to us. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact us. We are open for you, and we hope that we are going to welcome most of you in September in Budapest at Eötvös Loránd University, Faculty of Humanities. Bye-bye and take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.